Good morning, students. This is part second of chapter number 2. The name is chapter number 2, How the Camel Got His Hump. Okay, so let's start. This is part second. In part 1, I explained till here. Right now, this is part second. Okay. Now, what happened here as the jinn arrived there, and he was the jinn of all desert. So now all three animals, the dog, the ox, and the horse, were just complaining about that hump, that camel, that camel was not doing anything from last Thursday. All right, so the conversation is related to that now. So now Jin is asking to them, does he say anything except this word hump? So they replied, only hump, and he wants plow, said the ox. And what ox said? That he said only one word, hump, nothing else, and even he doesn't work. All right, he doesn't plow. So very good, said the Jinn. On it the Jinn replied, very good, I'll hump him if you will kindly wait a minute. So now the Jinn said, okay, if he is demanding for hump, I'll hump him, and it will be, and you have to wait and watch. Now the Jinn rolled himself up in his dusk cloak and took across the desert, and now again he disappeared, and he took across the desert. He found the camel standing idle. Now again he found the camel, and he was standing idly, right, looking at his own reflection in the pool. So we can see here. All right, that how he was watching himself in the water. So his reflection he was watching in a pool of water. My long and tall friend, said the Jinn. So who is long and tall friend? Yes, this camel. What's this I hear of you doing no work, with the world so new and all? So now he is saying here to the camel that I heard you are not doing anything. Why it is so, as the world is very new and you have to do. All right, everybody is working, and this you also have to do. Okay, so hump, said the camel. So again the camel replied to the Jinn, hump. Now the Jinn sat down with his chin in his hand. Okay, now it means what? That he started to think about what he should do with a camel, because he was not understanding that what to do. Now he began to think a great magic. So he started to think about which magic I should do. So while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water, and meanwhile the camel was doing the same activity, the same thing. He was looking himself into the we can say into the pool of water. You have given the 3 extra work ever since Monday morning. So you have given 3 works, and you have not done anything since this Monday morning. All on account of your idleness, said the Jinn. So you have given the 3 extra work ever since Monday morning, all on account of your idleness, said the Jinn. Now you have to do the work, said the Jinn. You have to do one work as you are not doing. So from this Monday morning, you will do some extra work. Hump, said the camel. On this also again he said nothing, only hump. Now what happened there? I should not say that again if I were you, said the Jinn. Now Jinn got angry, and he said here what? That if I will be in your place, I will not say that. I want you to work. Now Jinn said, what Jinn said here? Jinn said that he wanted him to work for him. And the camel said hump again, and again on it the camel said hump. But no sooner had he said it Then he saw his back, and he was so proud of, puffing up and puffing up into a great big hump. And he saw his back, he started to puffing up and puffing up, swallows, he started to swallow. So it became a great big hump. Do you see that? Said the Jinn. That's your very own hump that you have brought upon yourself by not working. Now Jinn said that, have you seen your hump as you were not working? Now it has become very big just because you are not working. Today is Thursday, and as today is Thursday, and you have done no work since Monday, and from Monday onwards you have not done any work. When the work began, and when the work began, from then you have not worked, you have not done anything. Now you are going to work, and now you will work. How can I work? Said the camel. Now finally the camel started to talk. How can I work with this hump on my back? As I'm having this hump, how can I work? That's made up with a purpose, said the Jinn. Now Jinn said to him that this hump is made up just for some purpose. And what is it? You missed those 3 days, right? You missed those 3 days, and this is for some purpose. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating because you can live on your hump. Now he said to the camel, the Jinn said to the camel that as you are having this hump, just because of it, you can work for 3 days without eating anything. Okay, and you can live on your hump. And don't you ever say, I never did anything for you. And never say that I never did. Now the Jinn is saying that you can never say that I have not done anything for you. I have given you this hump, and with the help of this hump, you can work for 3 days without eating anything. Come out of the desert and go to the tree. Now he said there that come out from this desert and go to the dog, the ox, and the horse, and just behave them nicely. Okay, and the camel went away to join the tree, and then the camel went to those three, the dog, the ox, and the horse. And from that day to this, and from then the camel always wears that hump, and from then the camel wears that hump always, and now we call it a hump. Now it is called hump. Now H is silent. Okay, now it is called hump. Understood? This is written by Rudyard Kipling. Okay, so this this chapter is very interesting. All right, so this chapter is telling us that everything is just because of a reason. All right, and everybody, as all are working, so everybody should work with others. All right, we should help. If anybody need our help, we should help them. All right, so this is all about this chapter. Okay, now words meaning you can see here. Saddle, what is it? A leather seat for a rider on a horse. Trots, to move forward at a speed that is faster than a walk. Yoke, a long piece of wood that is fastened across the necks of two animals, especially oxen. Puff, to swallow. Alright, so these words meaning you have to do in your notebook. Okay, I think this chapter is understood, and in your homework you will get question answer of this chapter that you have to do yourself. Okay, now come here, question number 1. Choose and take the correct answer. These you have to do in your notebook. Okay, the camel lived in the middle of where does he live? Desert. Yes, so I take here. Now second, when anybody spoke to the camel, he said hump, hey, or who? Yes, first word hump. That is why he got a hump. The dog came to the camel with a dash in his mouth. Bone, bread, or stick? Yes, this one. C part is correct. Stick. The Jinn found the camel standing idle, looking at his own reflection in a where? In a pool. Right? Okay. And from that day to this, the camel always wears a what he wears? Hump, saddle, or yoke? Hump. Okay, now it is called hump. Hump. Right? Okay. Now, this B part, this is your homework. B, C. Okay. C, tick the true and cross the wrong statement. The camel ate sticks and thorns. Okay. Is it true or not? So this you have to do. All right. And this, answer the following question. Okay. These things you have to do. Question number 1 is, what tasks were assigned to the dog and the ox? What made the dog, the horse, and the ox very angry? The camel was looking at his own reflection in the pool. What does it suggest to you about the camel? The camel said hump repeatedly. How did it affect him? So what, according to Zin, was the use of the hump? So these questions you have to try at least. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for watching.